Hey guys, in this video we're gonna be doing a piano tutorial on the song 365 by Zedd and Katy Perry. Check it out. So cool song, not a beginner song, but hopefully with my help you can play it. Let me start with the left hand. Remember, my tutorials are done in sections. You should stop the video and practice each section at a time. So section 1 will be just a pattern with the left hand. My recommendation will be pinky on D, finger 4 on F, finger 1 on the other D, and finger 2 on A, and it sounds like this. So we're gonna go quickly through that F into the pattern. Now my recommendation will be to, of course, do it slowly, get familiar with it, and be able to play it. So if you are younger, that may be a big stretch, but my recommendation would be to move your wrist a little bit to hit this note, because you're not playing them at the same time. You're not doing D and D together, you're doing, so you can probably move your hand. I would not try with any other fingerings other than that, because I think it's a pretty spread out pattern, and you need to do it with your left hand, which as a keyboard player probably is gonna be a little bit of a challenge, but you need to do it with the left hand because we're about to play something else with the right hand. Now the pattern goes like that. Technically, I believe is 6 bars of that, so it will be 6 times of this. That would count as 1. There's one little change. In one of the times it goes up the same way, but then when it goes the second time, it changes to B flat instead of A. And it does that just one time going into the regular pattern. So it pretty much sounds like this. It will be. And one more bar of that pattern. And then it goes into the chorus. So you can follow the song to play it correctly. Again, 5 bars of the same, and then it just changes that to B flat. Shouldn't be too hard to make that change. You just have to make sure that you know where that happens on the song. So let me show you the next part. The next part, you're gonna be doing 3 chords, actually 4, and it's gonna be like this. It's a D minor, an F major, and a G major. Now the first 2 are quarter notes, so it's gonna be 1, 2, then 3, 4 for those 2. And for chords like this, definitely we recommend 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5. Now, when you play that very steady, 1, 2, 3, 4, then it changes to F, B flat, D for 2 beats, and then back to the D minor for 2 beats. So the pattern there sounds like this. So again, if I count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1, 2, then 3, 4. Now that is not particularly hard, but when you combine it with what you're doing on the left, that can get intense. Now let me show you, this is the pre-chorus of the song. The left goes normal, but then on the second time, it changes to that B flat. So the pattern will be on the left for this same section. Then change to the B flat, then normal. And it repeats again, one time normal, second one it changes to B flat, back. Now when I put that with 2 hands, and that can get a little bit tricky because the coordination of doing this with 2 hands, I would say do it super slow. So that can be tricky. So take your time, be patient. I would say definitely make sure that you have it first on the left hand super clear, and counting out loud can help you so the notes are coming in the right place. Let me play that section with drums so you have an idea. So let's go into the chorus, a couple of chords. Let's start with the first 2. B flat major at 9. That's going to be F, B flat, C, and D. My advice would be to probably get a notebook, write those notes in order, try to play them. That's going to be for 7 counts. When you say 8, it's going to be G, C, D, E, So it sounds like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And make sure that you play the notes at the same time. I would say 1, 2, 3, 4 for those in terms of like fingerings. Immediately followed by the C at 9. And after that, we're going to go into a D minor in inversion, which is A, D, F. So after that, we count 1, 2, and on the end of 2, you're going to change to a G major, which is G, B, D. So let me play that section super slow so you can see it, I guess, in context. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there's another chord here, which would be an F major, F, A, C. So what's important, I think, here is to make sure that you play probably A, D, F with fingers 1, 3, and 5. And then you jump a little bit to probably 1, 3, 5 on the G major. So let me play that with a drum beat so you guys can see it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, F, A, C. And it pretty much repeats after that. The G major lands on the end of beat 2. And it's probably a good idea to count it this way: 1 and 2 and 3. So you're gonna say 1 and 2 and. After 2, the next syllable, which we and, that's where you play it. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, then to the F major. Now the left hand, fairly easy. My suggestion would be to probably put finger 3 on B flat. And you're gonna be playing B flat, 2, 3, 7 beats. Then into C as a passing note, D, and then that G. And then there's an A also as passing. Now let me play it with 2 hands so you guys can see it in context. So B flat, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7. Now this one is an F major, but the bass or the left hand is going to be on A, and that's going into the chord, and that is the first chord of the section. So let me play that with 2 hands, and not particularly challenging. Then definitely finger 3 on B flat here on the left hand. That's not particularly challenging. Important to count. There's more than one way of counting. I think it really it's probably what to you works better. Sometimes you can count, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But in this case, I think maybe counting to 8 and knowing that second chord lands on 8 may be a little bit more beneficial. Now after that, the song goes back into the first pattern that we had, so nothing particularly challenging. There's again that B flat. But I'll let you guys figure out where does that go, because it just changes one time for it. The next section is the bridge. So let's talk about the chords that it has. The chords are going to be same as the before: a B flat major at 9, then into a C major at 9, and then we're going to do a G minor 7 in inversion. So that G minor 7 is going to be F, G, B flat, D. It's cool if you can, and depending on your age, playing 4 keys may be a little bit of a challenge, but at the same time, it makes playing so much more, I don't know, almost like colorful. So playing chords with 3 keys is something that the majority of keyboard players, the professional keyboard players, tend to add a little bit more to it. So learning these chords is challenging, but at the same time, it will make your playing more, I don't know, more like polished. So we're gonna do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So there I'm playing on the end of 2, the second chord. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and again 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That second, the C major, is again almost like a passing chord, only lasts for 1 beat. If I play with my left hand, it's gonna be B flat for the first, I guess, 4. And then I'm going to do a C. So we're doing the same note as the name of the chord. So it sounds like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. and then it changes to a G minor 7. Now that it's gonna go again pretty much 4 times. So that G is pretty much somewhat of a new chord, like you haven't played it, I guess, in that inversion in this song. And then we're gonna do again the F over A, so F-A-C over A. So that section, and I'll play with drums. It doesn't really have drums in the recording, but so you have a reference of the beats. It would sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. After that, we go back into the chorus of the song. We do it 4 times, same as before, and then we go back to the beginning pattern, which will be the same as I show you at the beginning. 2 bars of it, and the song is over. So that concludes the video. We hope it was easy to follow along, and if you learned something new, please give us a like. At the same time, if you want another song tutorial, check this one out. If you want another video that can help you make your piano skills go a little bit farther, you can click this one out. We hope to see you guys soon. Take care.